Hi guys, welcome to Colossus Mathematics class. In today's class, we're talking about eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Now, what is eigen? What are the principles involved in solving eigenvalues and getting eigenvector? Now, in order for you to solve questions on eigen, you have to know this formula: A minus lambda I x equals to 0. Now, this is the formula for your eigenvalue and getting eigenvector, where lambda is known as eigenvalue, lambda is known as your eigenvalue, and your x is known as eigenvectors. Do we get that now? So our lambda is known as eigenvalue, while our x is known as eigenvectors. So we are going to see few examples on this before we wrap up on today's class. So let's say I have yes, I forget. Your A is the matrix you will be given. Your A is the matrix you are given, and your I is an identity matrix. Your I is an identity matrix. Do we get that now? So let's see an example on eigen before we wrap up. So let's say I have a matrix. Let's say I have a matrix A to be 1, 2, 2, 4. And I'm told to find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Now, how will you do that? Don't forget your formula is what? A minus lambda I x equals to 0. Now, the first thing you have to work with is A minus lambda I. Now, what is your A? Your A is your matrix, which is what? 1, 2, 2, 4. Abi? 1, 2, 2, 4 minus lambda. Lambda is an unknown. Now your I is an identity matrix. Under 2 by 2, your I will be what? 1, 0, 0, 1. Do we get that now? So let's first deal with the multiplication of this. So I have 1, 2, 2, 4 minus. Now, lambda times 1 is lambda. Lambda times 0 is 0. Lambda times 0 is 0. And lambda times 1 is what? Lambda. Do we get that now? So, let's proceed. Now, our A minus this will now be 1 minus lambda, 2 minus 0, 2 minus 0, 4 minus lambda. So, let's quickly do that. That will be 1 minus lambda. 2 minus 0 is what? 2. 2 minus 0 is what? 2. 4 minus lambda is what? 4. Do we get that now? Now, the next thing for you to do, the next thing we need to do, okay, let's not forget, 4 minus, this is supposed to be 4 minus lambda. Yeah, that was a mistake there. So that will be 4 minus lambda. Alright, so the next thing we need to do here is to find lambda. And how we do that? Using the determinant of matrix formula. So we have to multiply this with this and multiply this with this. So that will be 1 minus lambda multiplied by 4 minus lambda minus 2 multiplied by 2. So this will multiply this minus this multiply this. Don't forget it is this first because this is the leading diagonal. Are you get what I'm saying now? So 1 times 4 is what? 4. 1 times minus lambda is minus what? Lambda. Minus lambda times 4 is what? Minus 4 lambda. Minus times minus is what? Plus. Lambda times lambda is what? Lambda square. And minus 2 times 2 is what? Minus 4. Don't forget equals to what? 0. I'm sorry, rather. Before that, 4 will cancel 4. So I'll be left with lambda square minus 5 lambda. Right? Now, this is known as characteristics polynomial. This is known as your characteristics polynomial. This is known as characteristics polynomial. Add this when you make it equal to 0, then it is known as characteristics equation. So when it is equal to 0, it is known as characteristics equation. Now let's get our lambda. That is what we are looking for. Now, how will you get our lambda? I have lambda square minus 5 lambda equals to 0. Now, what's coming between them? Lambda. You mean lambda minus what? 5 equals to 0. So we can say lambda equals to 0 or lambda equals to 5, because this one comes to this side to become 5. Now, this is your eigenvalue. I get what I'm saying? This is your what? Eigenvalue. Now, how will you get your eigenvector? The way you get your eigenvector is very simple. Very, very what? Simple. But don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Alright. So now, to get your eigenvalue, your eigenvector, don't forget our formula is what? A minus what? Lambda I x equals what? 0. Now, what is this? Your A minus lambda I. This is your A minus lambda I. So I'm coming back to this place. This is our A minus lambda I. Then I will multiply it with what? With x. So I'll have 1 minus lambda 2, 4 minus what? Lambda. Then I have two values of lambda. So I will have x1, x2 equals what? 0. Do you get that? So now, when your lambda, so you see when lambda equals to 0, 1 minus 0 is what? 1, 2, 4 minus 0, 4. Multiply by what? x1, x2 equals what? 0, 0. Hope you are following the process. Alright. Okay. So 1 times x1 will give you x1. 2 times x2 will give you what? Plus 2x2 equals to 0. 2 times x1 will give you what? 2x1. 4 times x2 will give you what? Plus 4x2 equals what? 0. So this is where you get your x1 and x2. So you can simply say from equation 2. From equation 2, this is equation 2. 2x1 equals to minus 4x2. Because if you bring this one to this side, it will give you minus 4x2. And divide through by 2. Cancel. x1 is equals to what? Minus 2x2. And you can say x1 is equals to minus 2 and x2 is equals to 1. So your x1 will be the coefficient of your x2, while your x2 will be the coefficient of your what? x1. The coefficient of x1 here is what? Is 1. I get what I'm saying? So our x1 will be the coefficient of this one, which is minus 2, and our x will be the coefficient of this one, which is what? 1. So you do the same thing for when x is equals to 5. So do that and give me the answer in the comment section. I will be giving you a bonus on that. I'll be sending you something very fantastic. Do it for when x equals to 5 and get your answer for me in the comment section. Thank you very much. See you next week for another topic. Thank you.